We are back, bringing you the latest lineup from Betway. Betway starts strong with your front two, with Free Play Friday and Swipe Bet. In the middle, you've got all the control with Cash Out and Build a Bet. Plus, with Win Boost, you can boost your sports bets. At the back, they have Smart Picks and the Partial Daily Jackpot.
You always get way more with Betway. And you might see.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. No under 18. Terms and conditions apply. Betway. Get way more.
I here in the capital of England, and as Zionfelix made that so a war. And I mean one of the guys more Ghana about voice dear. Na media chomo minim omo no sanke TB at the chain, but Nyakupo I don't know why he did it like that. But the na momo I think so odemeka because Nyakupo catch me say oboro me dey na no. So any revenue we me bia no o say mitimi nya me dey cause comedian ka wo a can be nyum. But there was some the nyum no the man no. I ran to the voice there. I'm here with Krymi. I think this is the second time we are talking.
Yes, this is
first
the
one
second
is Legon.
I know, right? You chat no brought a lot of issues. Yeah.
It is a good. How is life in general? How is 2024 going for Krymi?
2024 is good, and I'm actually excited for 2024 and even looking forward to 2025 because there has been a transition. Transition from Krymi understanding what he's doing to Krymi becoming his own package. Okay. And it had taken a lot of time and effort and to get to this level. I
was about asking where has Krymi been?
Yeah, a lot of people are asking. Even on Twitter, some people are asking, I say amount of talent now what they that. Yeah. But they don't know say it gets to a point also to me retreat kakra. Maybe also especially when you are transitioning from from a label to be independent. There are so many things involved. I can say I entered into music blindly because I loved music. I loved to sing, but I had to go through this to learn the business and understand what really entails into it. I would say that's where Krymi has been, in and out of studying and getting, better understanding on things, and now putting things on the forefront.
How many years now since you left Highly Spiritual?
I would say it's been 2 years. 2 years.
And how has the journey been since then?
It's been quiet, which obviously everybody knows, but it's been good because I learned things for myself, and I'm like, oh, okay, I needed to know this from the very beginning, but initially we'll still get there. It's been quiet, but it's been good.
Are you happy you left there?
I'm actually happy I left there.
Why?
Zion, I need to take my time and think about it because I know Zion can write some captions.
It's not about me, it's
dangerous.
About how people understand things.
Okay. Yeah. Let me explain it this way. I'm happy because Obia Kwejuma upon no. Do you get me? Say mechanic Kwejuma upon. Yeah. But how are you doing it? Upon with the skill set that you learned, with the knowledge impacted, and I say upon because you want to go. I feel it got to a point I understood why I needed to learn some things. It was because, from the contract was because I had exceeded the contract, which I had kept to the contract, and I had also learned some things or gone through some things to understand how the music business is.
Contract ended.
Yeah, ended fully.
Why didn't you continue?
And I make so be a quite juma upon.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're happy there, if things are going on well for you, I'm not sure. Say Mavis record. I mean, if not even maybe Ghana links. I'm sure say the contract and they have answered to us because
a lot of artists have left Mavins, including Tiwa.
Yeah, but I mean, I tell you so. When it's your hormone now who's a number echo to you?
It wouldn't be straightforward. If you be issues, if you be a men's and I'm sure to send you last time that we met me, you were privileged to certain issues that rose up near day, and it hasn't been just that. there are a couple of issues that has risen up here and there, but then I can say, baby, you know what to do, you learn what to do, and then you move on from that side.
So being on a quiet for a period after you left, highly spiritual, no. And no matter what situation, you think that now if Krymi comes back, he'll be better than how he used to be?
Trust me. I can tell you for a fact, say, not just, okay, so now I learned how to produce.
Okay.
Already I was an instrumentalist. Yeah. I'm a book guitar, book keyboard, kakra, here and there. And I've been doing music for years, trust me. The people who are in the bands, all of them, they know me. So I've done this more than over 10, 15 years. But professionally, Zionfelix started 2011 there.
Okay.
Everybody was like, why don't you learn how to do it? Because you're already in it. And it took going to some studios and Charlie in your time in Maonia day, because other artists are there. Here now, Jigga, I'm trying to say, it takes you to get to hit that rock bottom to say, you know what, I need to learn how to do this. And it took a lot of time. I appreciated the producers more. And I'll use this platform to say big shout outs to all the producers. Sometimes you give them pressure, say, Charlie, the people are asking for it. What goes into it?
Easy.
Bro. And you need to do it over and over again to gather experience. It is very costly because plugins are expensive. I use a Mac and everything you have to buy.
Yeah, Mac there.
Everything
and
you
Windows,
have to
Windows
buy.
Felix almost
And most of the plugins right now, the important ones that all the big producers are using, including Waves, Isotope, Neutron, all the big plugins you have to buy. Your FL that you have to use, you have to buy it to be able to use it. I realized, Charlie, all these expenses going into it and all these experience going into it, I respected most of the producers more.
Okay.
Yes.
So right now, because you're on your own.
Right now, because I'm on my own. I do have a team I work with though.
Okay.
I have a team I work with, but I am on my own as an independent artist.
So whilst in the silence mode, no, I don't go to a airplane mode, no. Apart from production, what else do you learn? So maybe I'll go back.
Yes.
You become a better
I learned
artist.
how to do distribution.
Okay. Something I want to learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
I learned how to do distribution, and I can gladly teach you.
Okay.
The thing is, mostly I tell Ibiana, I'm not supposed to say this, but I'll tell you because you are Zion. You are my brother for a long time. I went to a particular distribution company, and I was in talks with them to help me do distribution. I was supposed to meet the guy running the show. We had previously met and we had positive conversation. I was excited. Later on, I called back Biomuno, which it was a scheduled meeting. Yesterday, randomly I went there. It was a scheduled meeting. The guy refused to see me, and I even learned he was around the area, but he refused to come and see me.
Why?
I don't know. Probably maybe I may come and fetch car and I say I don't know, but we've had a positive meeting ahead of time. I feel now I am there sitting there waiting, and nothing. So I think one of my colleagues, a friend, and the phone, then not loudspeaker, but I could hear what the guy was saying, and then he said, "Oh, Charlie, microphone cry, serious." I overheard it and I felt very bad. I know I've been quiet a bit, but I felt very bad. And I was like, you know what? So I told the guy, oh, don't worry, I have an emergency, a family emergency, so I will go and come back. I never went there again. It was through that time I came to London. I sat down, hours and hours of YouTube. Charlie, University of YouTube has helped me a lot.
YouTube there.
A lot, hours and hours of YouTube content, learning here and there. I registered myself to a distribution. I started doing distribution. I did my first distribution. And people don't know that from leaving the label to now, every song you've heard, I distributed it myself.
Wow.
Yes. When it comes to certain things like playlistings and stuff, well, I'm still gathering emails to be able to send a chunk of emails and say, okay, even if 1% accept to put my music on their playlist, I know I'll get a decent amount of streams. Yeah. But I don't mind whether slowly. I don't care. Even if the numbers are small, I don't mind. What I mind is I've been able to do it, and I'll develop on it and I'll grow on it.
With what a guy says, Jana, that phrase, no, was that the first time you heard it?
I think that was the first time I heard it. And Ibia, somebody would have said it behind me. Okay. Maybe this person wanted to say it behind me. And Ibia, the person didn't mean it. I don't know. Yeah. But I think that was the motivation I needed to say, you know what? If I'm learning how to do production, I have to learn how to distribute the music.
Krymi, about to also our land here, but I was so voice now. I'm going to put media count there. Mama for who said, media. And I'm going to put it into copy. I allow the family voice now. But what do you mean voice there? Also, to you, mammy. Because I'm 1 year can be able to know. Yes, started from Toffee with Daku vibes.
Hey, beautiful, do you know how I feel? I've been searching all my life for you, for real. African girl, or Batun Tumbronie. Inkpa mi fena mokonita mabo owe. And my favorite part is Nasension puneto ade. Me fe mwa ba o die. Nasension punebo ade. Me fe mwa ba o. So cool your temper, baby. Cool your temper, baby. I go show you dollar, baby. Hey, I feel it. I go show you pounds, baby.
I show you pounds. I go show someone voice no. Media can hold entertainment no. Now on my dede.
Me a girls no ali koto. Na mi bubo be tinto. Samba no nesi semeso. Maria Maya quadonto. I don't wanna cause you pain, no, baby. I just wanna make you happy. Darling, you know how lucky I am. 'Cause all I want is you, babe. All I want is you, yeah. He
has a lot of songs on the streaming platform, but this one, he can't sing these records without this one. Edana samwai
kai shege je polaing mana matele heba panani ajua planke. Why that one though?
Because I hear that it was a song originally.
Yes.
And Kewa tried to put Mr. Ju on it.
Well, okay. Originally he spoke to me first. And people don't know this, but which I've not really said anywhere, because sometimes I feel it's unnecessary. But he spoke to me first and said, Krymi, I have a song. I initially, and this I'm saying this on record, just to clear some air. He said this, I initially wanted to give it to Kill Songs.
Okay.
But he said he doesn't want it. I didn't know the song. And so I want to give it to you. Do you want to do it? And I said, anything. I will do it. And that time we're in London, we're in my cousin's house. And then he cuts the line. And then he said, okay, and he cut the line. And later he called me again and he said, the way I see this song, listen a bit blown. Me pesa one person be pesa mo mienu mo ye. Sanana anya se baako e kwaja baako, because that time my songs were flying more.
Yeah.
So I think that's why
Mr. Juice.
Not necessarily, okay. But it was pushing more, okay. And we were having the traction we need, and he wanted us to do it together as a team, as brothers. So he called me and said he wanted us to do it together because he wants us to fly together. And I said, anything you want, I'll do it. And I think it's a good idea. And he said, okay. So I think he also called Mr. Drew because Mr. Drew also told me he had a call from Kewa about it. So that was the history about the song.
Who started this? Who started composing the song?
So I think previously, Kewa had, which some of us weren't privileged to, because now we're in London. Kewa had been speaking to Kel Songs about it. and maybe they had started something. Yeah, because Kewa said, say, he deleted the instrumentals that he played and started everything fresh with us.
Everything that he did with.
He even told me, or he told us he told us that what he played previously sounded better than what he played now. So you could see that he gave his all for the song. But because he didn't want any issues, he scrapped everything, which there wasn't any vocals on it, nothing, it was just the instrumental. He scrapped everything and he was playing everything fresh. When we were in the studio, that time we had come to Ghana and he told us to come to the studio. Played fresh beats, everything starting fresh when we were there. And he was telling me about and I was like, oh yeah, that old Jama, and he was like, yeah. That day we threw a lot of ideas at him. He said no, he doesn't like it. He wants us to sing out of the box. So I told him, okay, give me the song. I had 2 shifts that I had to do at my workplace, Max TV, where I used to work. So I would go do those 2 nights, or I'll do one of the nights. I'll sit down, write the song, and then we'll come back again. So he gave us the small one that he did, and then I used to write the song. When we came back, I threw the ideas at him, and he was like, okay, I like this. Let's switch this. I like this. So we rearranged everything there.
Okay. So what was Drew's input?
Well, we were all there pushing ideas. Because he's not Tree, there were certain things that I had to come. And even some part of, I know I wrote it, but what I'm saying is we all put ideas together. It's about
on 200 try.
I'm trying, but we put ideas together. All I'm letting you know is, even Kewa said it on air, but all I'm letting you know is, once we are all there, so we can't Krana, they are part of it. And I noticed this when I came here, or when I started doing distribution and royalties for myself. I realized, so Ubi can say, oh, they be for the share her crap. Wow, now can't they know? But we can't say it, Krana. They are part of the writing. So you need to acknowledge them as such. And then that's what made me realize, and most of the big artists now, Omuba studio, you free studio.
Why they
do you get me? Because when I try, they probably might not have a choice because ABI you did contribute. But then again, they don't want any issues. No, can say. So probably that was the reason.
I mean, writing some part of that. I've heard a lot that. I mean, there were some songs I Krymi there and Ejima.
Okay, there wasn't any particular song I Krymi there and Ejima and Drew. What I would say is, Krymi helped a lot when it comes to writing, music writing, because Krymi is instrumentalist. So when it comes to creating melodies, it wasn't too difficult for Krymi. It doesn't mean Drew is not musically inclined. It only means that he was learning. And now it's eminent in his new songs. Say, he's doing a lot of good songs. Krymi is not there. So now I use it when you say, it's only, you see that brotherly competition that happens when you are all in the label. It happens. But we are a bit matured to understand, say, we'll help each other those times where we need it.
Did you feel that more attention was being given to Drew than Krymi?
I feel Drew was more proactive, which Kewa used to say that Krymi, dear, you want us to do everything for you, and it's only because Drew is a bit younger and had free time on his hands to do certain things. He's also a dancer, so he had already some. I was relatively older than working and juggling all these things together. So probably certain things I wouldn't be able to do. But he had time, and at least he had some people support him here and there. And I would say that is what helped him. Sort of tipped him even over, because he dances, he's all of that, and there's some swag with that. It's cool. But I mean, time I had to go and work.
So why didn't you pause on any other thing and focus on the music because you are a great act?
It took me some time to do that because, Charlie, coming to Accra and working, I didn't have anything. Even though I have family in Accra, it felt like I was literally on my own. I didn't have anything. You get what I'm trying to say? And it wasn't as if royalties were coming.
On the label? What was the agreement with the label?
It's okay. So, I had to learn how to do certain things. Because I realized there were so many things that I didn't know. If I had known, things would have been different in terms of signing a contract. People say, if you're a young man signing a new contract or a young artist signing a new deal, get a lawyer in it. You don't understand the intensity of that until you put yourself in a deal. And then you are like, hey, if I understood this, it's a good deal, but we could have negotiated for this and made it a better deal. It's a good deal because now, how do people know Krymi? It's a good deal. Yeah. Could have been a greater deal if I had gotten a lawyer to probably adjust some things in the deal to maybe also support
certain
exactly.
Things,
yeah. And because when you're coming up, Charlie, you're excited. You want to come out. And don't get me wrong, that signing was one of the best things that's ever happened to me because that's what made Krymi. Yeah. Somebody will say, oh, no, be honest with yourself. Yeah. People know Krymi because of KY and highly spiritual.
That's true.
Despite whatever background, whatever issues, you have to be able to give that respect to them, that they are the reason why Krymi is Krymi now. Because from MTN Hitmaker, bro. But then again, the moment you come out like that, there are certain things you don't understand in terms of putting up a good deal and what a label is supposed to do for you. A label, okay, we'll get there. I know. I don't want to say things. I know we'll get there.
It looks like from the conversations that Kiwa, Papa, friend Papa, having after you guys exited, you drew last movie, from everything okay, I was any year. Say we pumping cash into people and then time I do say or say.
Any say any year because say okay say any year me acquire say be me. And I'm saying this to say me and Pa wouldn't say some things to you, but I'm saying this to say, sir, if you have young cats who, when we're coming up, we have a lot of people say, oh Charlie, you guys are good. Some left. We stayed. For 5 years, Senke law I'm quite about. Very good, exactly. So if for 5 years we stay loyal to the brand, which somebody will say there are some labels that would sign you, blog, bro. Sometimes even individual artists, one song, boom, no blow a CFA, yeah, okay. With all these things not in place, but we still believed in what we're doing to push everything we had, including our jobs and everything, to do it. We showed some level of loyalty. Yeah. In terms of probably me and answer Mr. Drew there, I would say, despite whatever issues at the back, we still stayed loyal. Yeah. Somebody will step on somebody's toes. Say, I'll collaborate with your opinion, but we stayed loyal. Okay. And to me, and no, my base point say, at least you had young chaps who knew how to keep themselves and stay loyal to the label.
Unyeska, what's there?
What's it mean, Unyeska?
Why? Because you're artists. I mean, you're playing shows.
Yeah.
You had songs on platforms.
It was a young label. Okay. So it was a young label. It means that, and when I started doing music distribution promotion for myself, I realized you can't blame anybody, especially young developing labels. Bro, it's the same money that you have to push into your promotion. The same money goes into so many things. Do you understand? If you think, say, Sikana a bar, the same way the same way because there are people to also pay to keep certain things in place, especially when it comes to brand identification or brand growth or brand development. There's so much that goes on in the background that artists, some of us might not know, but the labels will be doing so much to be able to keep the brand alive or keep it looking fresh when it's There's so many things that goes on. And I know, Zion, you've had certain conversations with certain label bosses, and you've had some one or two information about that. Notwithstanding that, there are certain things that need to be put in place to also help the young artists to get.
I was coming that. What do you think could have been done right for Krymi, if not even for others? What will pay you, when you were there?
Pay me, no. I would say, sir, there were a lot of good things that happened for Krymi, and I think, like I said, one of the major things that changed my life was to sign to the label.
Yeah.
Okay. On the flip side, if I had signed with a lawyer who was, watch this, who was a music lawyer, an entertainment lawyer who understands entertainment law. So I realized that, law is law, and the lawyers will tell you, you just have to know exactly what, but they are entertainment lawyers specifically for entertainment. And I'll urge any young artist, say, before you sign any deal, forget about your talent and everything. Don't even get a manager, get a lawyer. The first thing to do is to get a lawyer. The lawyer would oversee your contract between you and the management, you and the label, you and whichever brand you decide to associate with your brand to work together. And the lawyer will make sure that per every contract, at least Obia is giving what they are due in terms of their work load or their work input. That is it. Because, so if the lawyer is not in, latter part of the thing, if you introduce a lawyer, somebody will feel like, hey, Freddy, you want to bring a lawyer. What's your mind? Do you get me? And it has happened to so many of us that last minute when you introduce a lawyer, the people are like, hey, now you are bringing a lawyer, you want to show, meanwhile, that's how it's supposed to be. But, me papa, before I was say, assembly and why it is kind of that's
true.
You just have to find the right people to speak for you. A bit say me a bit emotional. When you hear my music, be a musician, on your emotional yeah, and I'm emotional because I am into what I'm doing. This is my life, this is my heart. In the space of that, no, one way I'm a so I prefer somebody that's all.
Let's close that chapter on high spiritual and culture. I'll be back. We'll talk more. My name is Zionfelix here in London with a Krymi.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from.
The weather nice wedding over here. London, UK, what I know, I saw a baby I'm naming Subai on and off. One when I bob 5 minutes, not changing out what a woman. For the first part, now what they have, but number say, we finishing on, I'm a copy jacket at the Esheso. We are back with Krymi. So, what's up with you in London? You say, our terrible channel, I say, what's up?
Oh, baby, I'm visiting.
Okay.
Recently, I'm in our blogs, they say, Krymi has jackpot.
Oh, jackpot. So, be a jackpot.
Oh, I'm visiting. I have family here, and I'm not phone him say I normally come to London.
Brother, family name, oh, you don't know man, I say family best, Krymi.
My big brother, my big cousin, Ewoha, Stanley.
Yeah. I say, what you gave me and now what has
that be in no.
But okay, what?
Say, yeah, Jackson, you be able to turn your ma, but under wraps.
Okay.
Say, me one of them people I keep my things private.
Okay.
Auntie. People don't really know, and I prefer it like that.
Okay. Okay. So Obahana, it is for holidays.
It's for holidays and family.
Okay. And you know, right now, is Krymi fully back because I've seen that you released a record.
Yes, Adam.
Yeah.
Are
you back?
Krymi is one of the artists that never left.
But you went on the low.
On a quiet, yeah. But to learn. But I feel say I never left. But if that's how it's been expressed, yes, Krymi is back with a full vim.
Okay.
Understanding, say, now my music is my responsibility, not any label, not any manager, not anybody. Even though I have solid management team that I work with. Okay. Big shout outs to Babilo, big shout outs to Elom, big shout outs to Godwin, big shout outs to Parquet, big shout outs to my boy Bades. He's my PA, my body. Big shout outs to That Beats God. Okay. He's one of the producers I've worked with from day one, giving all the hits back to back. Big shout outs to Gigs, Vampire, Lawrence, and some of the producers.
That's awesome.
And say, one thing I realized, I say, say a record be a big recorder. When I call her credits, you understand why it is. Hey, Camera, if you confirm was the one who did the mixing and mastering for Adam. Okay. And then Eme Danso is the one who shot the video for Adam. Who have big records now? Who her credits now? Everybody is credited, and you understand, say, Ubia when he inputs in where they come in to make the record what it is. And to me, they are all family. Okay. Even though there's a close management team that we work with, but when you're a family, so we all work together.
So right now that you're on your own, no, Charlie, how is it going to be like?
It's going to be tough, and I'll say it's still tough. Before I release Adam, I released a song tonight. I don't know if you know it.
I'm not sure.
So I say it's tough because it would grow gradually. I released Tonight as my first song out of the label, released by me, and you definitely make some mistakes. You use those mistakes to learn and get better at it. I know it will even get tougher as things get bigger. But then I would know exactly the team I know I need and what I need them for. One mistake too we make is that we think we need big money. But if I give you that money and you don't know what to use with it, I'll be mistakes now. And then artists, Ghana, we've been complaining, so we're not getting investment. Investors are not able to invest in our craft because people are doing Nigeria investment. It took me some time to understand this. Zion, nobody would invest in a business. Only say obenya returns. Yeah. And before they invest, how do you convince them to invest? You have to show them proper numbers. Yeah. Trust me, this is business. Yes, you are talented. That's good.
But the person coming in wants to get
he's a businessman.
Money back, yeah.
You get me? He's a businessman. If Zionfelix says, "Oh, I want to invest into your business," how does Zion know? Say, "Oh, this is a good business." Yeah. Everybody who has been investing from those days to now, we're doing it to watch ejuma, and that is why they harbor so much pain. Say, me my blood, sweat, money to support you without even thinking, say, I'll get returns. No. and then issues bar, they will definitely get hurt. And that's why you have so many investors who are hurt in the industry. They feel, say, oh, some artists are ungrateful and some artists are this and that. And it's only because we weren't able to business-wise sit them down and say, these are the numbers. These are the numbers that you're looking at. If we invest A, B, C, D into this thing, this is where we'll get these returns. Like you can't win in a boomer. This is how much you are looking at. If we want more, we can push in this level. And then you need to sit them down and put a proper plan on paper, including a proper budget of what you want to use the money for and how the money is going to return in terms of even, some people will tell you, I need service instead of giving me funds. Pay me with service. You need to be able to put all these things and even value the service you are giving them and tell them, listen, this is what service you want, but this is the value of this service. If you want this amount of service, which values at this amount, you need to be able to push the money through this.
So, I mean, Krymi knows all these. I mean, what is he doing to make sure that anyone will reflect in his career and his records?
Exactly.
Now it's not easy to make your song go viral.
Exactly. So I started putting some things on paper. I've been having a couple of meetings with not just the management team, but a couple of individuals. I spoke to one man who would not want me to mention his name. He begged me not to mention his name on any blog. He's in the States. I wouldn't mention his name, but I'll say big shout outs to Osofo. And then big shout outs to some people I've been speaking to. Benghazi is my friend, KB is my friend, and these guys are people who have shown interest in this. And I tell them, don't give me money until I give you proper breakdown of what we need. If I give you what we need, then you can say, okay, these ones, probably we don't need these ones because I can give you this, or I have a way to get you this without that level of finance you need. So if we take this out, then it means we actually need this.
Adam is out on all streaming platforms with video.
Yes, with video.
Give us a couple of Adam now. You can see the rest online.
Early in the morning, see we the rise, they go doing our own things, yeah. We the hustle, they chase that paper, yeah. Sometimes we even forget our maker. See, boys just they waka waka. It be like say we always carry plenty wahala. Oh God, we always want to hammer, yeah. If no be grace, what we could do, oh. If you see me say how they go on, oh, hey, I don't. If you see me on TV, hey, I don't. No matter the hustle, we know say, hey, I don't. Hey, not tomorrow.
Now people are saying that promoting a record is not a joke.
Bro, it's not. It's not a joke at all. I can tell you for free. It's tough. Yes, but one good thing is that social media has made it possible for us to show our music to audiences that probably we don't have or wouldn't be privileged to have if not for social media. And we would say huge shout outs and respect to people like Zionfelix, people like GH Kweku, people like, all the bloggers who help. You guys have the numbers. So if you put our music there, and Zion has been putting my music there from years to now, and I'll say thank you so much. You are one of the people that has made it possible for us to push our music to certain people that probably weren't privileged to. And not just that, Charlie, right now, pushing things on social media has become expensive. Expensive.
TikTok 4G, YouTube 4G, breakdown 4G.
Baby, until when you can sometimes it's difficult, and I'm privileged to have Zion as a brother and somebody who supports me, and not just Zion, all these great bloggers who have been supporting me. I can count them, countless. Big shout outs to DJ Kobe, he's in London. He's been a backbone. Big shout outs to so many people. Big shout outs to Pearl. Big shout outs to what's his name, Big Nash. Big shout outs to bro, countless. DJ Slim. the entire Telemo group. Big shout out to Omunina. These are big men who are pushing on their platforms, saying, listen to Krymi. Big shout out to my big brother Stanley. He was in my music video, and his wife Ivy. I'm so grateful for having them in my life. Ivy literally sent it to everybody and said, if you watch a video and you don't say anything, because she knows she's in the video. So if you don't say anything there, she knows that you didn't finish watching it. So she'll send it to you again. Charlie, this is all love. Big shout outs to my big boss, man, Sobo. Sobo invited me to his hotel, big hotel that he works at, and gave me a whole deal just to be there and then enjoy. Charlie, big shout outs to everybody who has been so instrumental in Adom coming out. Obviously, my team in Ghana, Below Dems, they've been working back to back to make this happen. And I'll say a huge thank you to Below, Elom, Godwin, Charlie Parquet.
Some people do argue that Charlie, if you drop a record and you stay in Abuja trying to push into the Ghanaian territory, and most of them can't answer.
How you ask yourself, how do the Nigerians do it? Yes, they have the financial power to say, let me create a team in Ghana. Even though they are in Nigeria, let me create a team in Ghana. They send the team, they send the money to the team. And hold that thought, I'll come there in terms of some big labels. I'll get there. So they send the music to the team, sit them down and say, how do we strategize and promote this? The team would including a regular promo like radio and TV, and street promo like the bloggers and everywhere. And then there are certain places that they plug their music on in terms of playlistings and stuff to push their music somewhere. I spoke to one big boy who is a friend of mine. You know him very well, ADB, he's my friend. Yeah. And ADB sat me down and said, Krymi, I love your music, I love your voice, but you are not getting the attention you deserve. And then he sat me down and said, do you know why? He opened a mail and he saw, and I saw these big labels, Sony, Empire, pushing their songs on the owners of the stations direct.
WhatsApp TV,
direct.
ADB.
And he said, I'm not supposed to be showing you this. And maybe I'm not supposed to be saying this online, so probably forgive me. But then he said, bro, see how these people are pushing their artists. You need to push yourself onto the people. And ADB is my friend that he can show me this to advise me and say, when you Ghanaians, when you sit down and you complain, say, your music are not being, how are you pushing the music onto the people? Because these labels, they will send you emails, they will send you blogs, they will send you write-ups. They are sending things, they are pushing things on the people. And then he's saying, so all these things are ways that the labels are pushing their music. Trust me, the more you see Burna Boy's music, you will play it. Bro, and it's not just that. On all these platforms like Spotify, you know they have a banner that they pay for. Yes, there's something called Marquee on Spotify. People pay and they do campaigns on Spotify. What are you doing?
Don't play all the platforms.
All the platforms. What are you doing? Are you doing the campaigns? Are you paying for these banners?
Yeah.
When
YouTube
you
does
open
adverts.
YouTube ads. And then he's saying, Krymi, that is why you need investment. You have the music, you have the voice, you have the talent. You need investment. If you need to start from scratch, you need more investment. Especially my YouTube. My YouTube is very fresh. I'm not too bothered because I know how things grow. I started Instagram with 500 followers, and now I am almost 200,000. I know how it starts fresh, and I get it. My YouTube is very fresh, around 500, but I need to make sure that I get it out there to push to get to the level where I can monetize. You know YouTube, when you don't have 1,000 subscribers,
4,000 watch hours.
4,000 watch hours,
1,000 subscribers.
1,000 subscribers. Then you can monetize. Yeah. I understand. I need to be out there more, push my face out there more. You get me? If you can do ads, that's good. Some people even say there are places people pay and they get subscribers and all of that. But me, I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody that can do that.
Those are not organic subscribers.
Yes,
I mean,
some are bots.
So they won't watch your videos.
You have some companies saying Oh, come on. See, most of the artists on Instagram and stuff,
yeah, you know.
You see 1 million, 2 million, and then their likes are
20,
like
70.
mine. Their likes are like mine. 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. If you tell me 1 million people are following you and you don't have over 50,000 views, it means your reactions or your conversations are not really reaching to all of them. It's good, you can have all that. But me, I want it organic. To the point where my people are following, I don't care even if it's 1,000, I don't care. I know that these are 1,000 conk fans that are able to consume the music and appreciate it. Recently, I did something and I'll start doing it on YouTube. My brother advised me to put it on YouTube. I'll set a camera and read my comments. I did a virtual show for Kojenchi. And I did a rendition for Lucky Dube. That rendition has 300 and something thousand on YouTube. Funny enough, I went under the comments and the comments boosted my spirit. I almost gave up on music.
Wow.
Trust me.
During the 2-year period?
Yes, I almost gave up on music because I'm also a civil engineer. And my people are saying, Charlie, if this thing is not making you happy or helping you, Charlie, let it go. Go and do your civil engineering. After all, you have both HND and BTech in civil engineering. But if this is what you want to do, giving up is not a choice. I almost gave up. And then Sobo, big shout out to Sobo, sent me the video and said, bro, this was one of your best performances. I went to the comment section. Do you know that somebody requested me to come and perform in Texas?
Wow.
I didn't know. I had given up. And this is like a year ago or something. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to sit down and read my comments. And I will do it in front of the camera for them to also see that I have read and acknowledged. If I don't care even if it's criticism, Krymi, you're not doing this right. Krymi, do this. Krymi, do this right. I will take it.
Okay.
I want my people to grow with me. And I love the fact that I am learning.
2024 and beyond, now that Krymi is back, released 2 singles after his exit, no?
Yeah.
Plans for the year?
Solid plans for the year. EP, album, my Krymi show, which I'd been advertising since last 2 years. But I'm also because there were a lot of things going on. And I'm even happy I can do it for myself. Yeah. I am speaking to some people to invest. Even if I'm so crowd this year, I know that we are on track. But we are putting things in place. So I asked Makuma Pe. Makuma Pe, the performance where it's exciting, it's interesting. Every time of the performance, it will be interesting. Okay, so one of my favorite shows was Michael Jackson's show, Munich show, 1997. Yeah. Bro, I've never been able to get over that show. And it's because there are fireworks, lighting, background, dance, choreography, instrumentation, sound, everything was on point, bro. And that is something I want to be. Well, I know a lot of people do these shows, but I want to do that, and I want to sing more. One of my big bosses said, Krymi, I know you love Afrobeat, but you know you're a singer. You need to sing more. And I was like, oh, Charlie, you know that ballads is because that was also one of the challenges I had with my label. They thought my songs were slow. But you know, ballad is a whole genre. And it's not just ballads. Sometimes you want to do mid-tempo songs. Sometimes you do fast-tempo songs like Party B. And all of them mixed together. And you need to be able to be dynamic as an artist. Even though you want to meet the market, you still have to be yourself. I think that is one of my encouragements, to push myself more. And then Adom was one of the songs. Because Adom is how many years? 6 years ago.
Really?
Yes.
You wrote it 6 years back?
6 years ago.
And I've no drop it.
We produced it 6 years ago.
By who?
That Beats God.
Okay.
And it was one of the first songs we did. The first song I did is not out yet with That Beats God. I was able to have Kojo entry on that song.
So?
Yeah.
Will you release it?
I want to release it, but I want to fix it well because I check across some of the plugins here, so we'll fix it.
Still
and
with the voice of
unfortunately,
the legend, or
yes,
okay.
I can't even play it for you here. And unfortunately, Beat God studio no. We are now seeing if we can recover some of the things.
Okay.
See, until I recover, maybe we'll start working on it again. I didn't mean I'm try. The progressions, I have everything. It wouldn't be difficult. The only thing is, we hope say
you get him again.
Chairman and so, but he's also very positive, and that house was his house.
Okay. Oh.
Until I know say we'll find a way and still come back on it. But even that song is not out. I did the day. We did 2 other songs, including Adam.
But was it under the label?
So there are some songs I presented to Kewa. He felt they are good, but he felt, Charlie, you need a hit. You need a hit song to be able to stay in the news. Some of them he would say, probably this is not for now. Or
okay.
But to me, those songs I would want to push all of them out.
Okay. Sometimes
you sit on old songs, it sort of hinders you.
Okay.
You need fresh ideas.
We saw the time and this time,
so it means you have to revisit them, present them in a package, let them out, get them out. I can tell you for a fact, say, I know people whose albums are still in the studio.
Yeah, plenty of people.
Debris. And it's because almost you say, oh, bro, if you have to revisit them, let them out. And then get fresh ideas for the future. Because now there's amapiano, which is taking everywhere in the clubs and everything. If you don't have an amapiano song, people are urging you, Charlie, do an amapiano song and get the songs out. It means these are fresh ideas that you had, but you still want it to be you. There are so many things that is coming, but let the old ones out.
Is Krymi still a part-time musician or right now a full-time artist?
Right now I'm a full-time artist.
Okay.
I'm a producer too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now I'm not sure the revenue is coming like giddy as you expect it.
Yeah.
How is Krymi maintaining himself as an act and also investing in his craft?
Yeah. So you remember I told you, say, trying to go bigger means getting investments and getting people involved. There's a whole plan for that.
Okay.
Including the show and everything. And I know that I think some time ago I almost called you for a listening, but I held on to it because we had to do some more planning and some 1 or 2 stuff. And you weren't even, I think you were in Italy or yeah. So you see that there are plans there.
Okay.
Then again, like I said, I'm also an engineer. So people don't know, but I also do some 1 or 2 IT stuff for people on the down low.
Absolutely.
I know what I want to do, and I know what I can and cannot do. So I'm putting all my eggs together and seeing how to fry them to create a beautiful omelette.
Thank you, Krymi.
Thank you so much.
My adom for the last time before we go.
If you see me say I go, no, I don't. If you see me on TV, I don't. Oh, no matter the hustle, we not say, I don't.
That is Krymi's new record, I Offer Adom, on all streaming platforms. The video is also here on YouTube. Your last words to your fans before we go.
I would say thank you to BBR who follow me from beginning to now. Trust me, my fans are so loyal. I am so grateful to them. Who call under my comment section, and they are the same people pushing my music back to back. And I'll say, God bless you. And I want to urge Obia, who is not following Krymi, say they should follow. I would love Omunina to troop to my YouTube page, to boost my YouTube page, send your troop to Instagram, even TikTok to boost it. I know they are fresh now, but let's go there, subscribe. It's Krymi Music. So go there, subscribe, like, share, comment, and let's grow Krymi together. Apart from that too, Krymi is doing everything he can to work back to back to create the brand that you love. Be positive and support Krymi. If you're an investor out there, I'll come to you because now I have proper documents to make sure that if you invest, you will reap whatever.
So you need
want.
investor.
Oh, investment there. Everybody needs invest. Every big company needs investment.
Okay.
Yes, but you need to be able to give them the actual document or whatever they need to be able to say, okay, yes, I will invest, or no, I will not invest. It's entirely up to them. It is up to you pitching the right things to them. Already I have some people, like I said, who are ready to invest. Yeah. And I'm saying they are ready to invest, but I need it to get bigger. It means I need my funds to be involved. Recently, was it Sarkodie? I said that his funds
can get shares in his records.
Why do you think he's doing that? It's because he needs to get his funds involved. You understand? Yeah. And he has the finance to be able to do it on his own.
Yeah, he's been doing it.
He's been doing it, and he's been doing it bigger.
Yeah.
But then again, you need the funds to be part of it, so that it feels like it's our business.
Yeah.
So, Burna Boy is not just Burna Boy. He's a whole company, franchises Burna Boy. And his name is a franchise, not just for him, but for the company or the people involved. You understand? So I want the people to be able to understand what Krymi is, where Krymi is going with his ideas and everything, and then be involved.
Lumba Bessie, Medasi Bebre.
Yes, Medasi Bebre.
Thank you for watching. Also, Medasi Medin Zionfelix Krymi with Krymi here in London, England, Britain, UK. Bye bye.
You see, in this life, you have to be very intentional about your life, and that is why I keep coming here. See, I go to school for all these degrees. We were very intentional about it before that degrees were awarded to us. And the other thing, take time to learn about finances. This is why I come here with this business, because this business has a tour I do go through. You will be in the driver's seat to learn. We will guide you through with all the resources you need. Look, among our own African community in the diaspora, this business is changing their lives. You see all these pictures that are going, you see all this success. You can also do it. You can be whoever you want to be if you are willing to work at it. And that is why I am here to inspire you. I have been doing this business for 3 years. I am a coach in it. I am also a mentor. I will help you build this business with our system that is so proven to convert. Reach out to me on my phone number also, and then the website is when you sign up, you will get all the information. I am here to support you. Go through the process. God richly bless you. We will talk. Bye.